Box office predictions for next year start right around this time. This is where analysts start to plug in numbers from studios and look forward to next year because the summer season of blockbusters is officially over. So what we're seeing right now is that predictions are stating that Supergirl is going to wipe the floor with Spider-Man. And they're stating Supergirl is looking like $1 billion plus film, while Spider-Man is looking more like a $700 million box office. We're really gonna do this again, guys? We're really gonna do this again? Didn't you all overhype Superman as a $1 billion guarantee? I was sitting here saying no, and then I was the hater? Yeah, but yeah, Supergirl's gonna beat Spider-Man. So once again, once the summer blockbuster season is over for the year you're in, the studios are already interested in next year. And of course, they already started making partnership deals, action figure deals, distribution as early as January of this year. And a lot of this was done during the Las Vegas Film Expos and tours that they do and talk to investors and people like that. So naturally, box office expectations start to come in and they start to sell to investors what's going to happen next year right around this time. Because they're already prepping the films for next year. They got everything going. If production is going smoothly, they know they're going to hit those dates. So now they can start upselling and making promises. So in the last couple of days and really a week, multiple analysts, some that I have talked to personally that I know, and others that have posted articles and or links and are sharing what they're hearing. And it all really started about a week ago when an article hit about projections for Supergirl and Spider-Man. And the outlook was absolutely insane. Because per these reports, it is estimated that Supergirl will bring in $1 billion at the box office, while Spider-Man is going to be struggling to hit 800 million. And they do have reasonings for this. And as far as it goes, talking to people I know who are also reporting analytics, everybody is heavily favoring Supergirl over Spider-Man. I don't know why, but let's get into it. So naturally, Supergirl is the next entry in the DCU franchise from DC Studios. It is a follow-up to Superman, which itself is, as of the recording of this video, at $573 million. So just to make things simple, predictions and analysts are stating that Supergirl is going to make double Superman, because they said it's going to exceed $1 billion. So let's just say it needs to make about $430 million more than Superman. I have to take a seat back and wonder what everybody is on. And again, I'm not hating Supergirl. It is actually, I think, my most anticipated film of next year right now. For various reasons I will talk about when it's time to talk about it. Yes, even ahead of Spider-Man. But again, there's specific reasons. But to me, I need to understand what people are looking at here. Where are we getting these numbers and these delusions? Superman is more recognizable than Supergirl. Many people call Supergirl Superwoman. And as a matter of fact, when my wife and I, a few years ago, did multiple charity events, and she was Supergirl, people kept calling her Wonder Woman. Just so we're clear on this. There is a lot of people that love Supergirl, such as myself, my wife, and fans. But again, she's not Superman. Superman is more popular. He sells more merchandise. He moves more. He's more recognizable. So in what world are we looking at Superman struggling to hit 600 million? But then we have Supergirl, who's estimated to make $400 million plus more. And the attribution from what I can see from analysts to this is, well, we attribute that Superman was big and bigger than Fantastic Four or Thunderbolts or Captain America, starring a new Captain America. Aren't we just then back to the same Man of Steel versus Phase 1, where everybody was like, well, yeah, Superman, look at that. He beat Captain America and Thor and Hulk and Iron Man. It's like, yeah, it's Superman fighting a bunch of B-listers The most popular one was the Hulk, and he couldn't sustain box office for the life of him. Like, what were we doing back there, and why are we back here again? Because, to me, this is setting up Supergirl for a guaranteed failure. Because, like Superman, we're going to go into the year, everybody's going to slap $1 billion on it, an unrealistic expectation, and then when it doesn't hit it, they go, well, it's a failure. Well, how about no? With a cheaper budget than Superman, and box office expectations that should be relatively close to Superman in terms of the maybe high end, Supergirl doesn't need to make a dime over $450 million to be a success. As a matter of fact, it can come out and make $300 million. As long as the reviews are good, it's a success because Supergirl has never found success on film. So I don't know what people are talking about. And speaking of not knowing what people are talking about, how did we get to Spider-Man being a $600 million film? Okay, so let's get into what in the world are these people thinking and stating, because good God, I've never seen a dumber bunch of people in my life. And I'm sorry to my two friends that are analysts that are going to look at this. I'm also calling you out, but hey, that's how we joke with each other when we play games online. So you guys are also idiots, just so you know. And I'm pretty sure you're going to let me know when you don't revive me in Battlefield when I need it, so I probably shouldn't have called you out. Either way, though, all right, guys, let's get into this. I don't understand what you guys are seeing either. I know you guys aren't the most hardcore into the nerd sphere and all that, but can we just take a second and take a step back? And again, two of my friends, they're more reserved. They're giving Spider-Man a much higher number than others. They're actually stating it's going to be bigger than Supergirl, but they're being reserved in their predictions. But what I want to do here is just bring up Spider-Man box office history. Because right now, most analysts are sitting on Spider-Man making between 600 to 700 million. That's what they're stating. So let's bring up the chart of Spider-Man's box office history. Okay, so here's the box office. Where are the MCU Spider-Man films? Oh, number 1, 2, and 4? Huh. So, let me get this right. Per analysts, Supergirl is going to make $1 billion or more. So, it's going to make more than every Spider-Man film ever besides 2, possibly besides just 1. And Spider-Man, the 4th entry in the MCU, is going to make less than the 1st entry in the MCU, which is Homecoming, at $878 million. Do I have this right? Now, I know I wear glasses, and I know I'm kind of dumb, but even my dumb ass can look at this and go, yeah, the math don't math, my dudes. What are you looking at? For example, the biggest Superman movie of all time is still, and again, I hate adjust for inflation because we can't bring that up for everything. Stop trying to pivot your argument with inflation. Is Man of Steel. And if we want to go technically, it's Batman v Superman. But if Superman is struggling to hit numbers that are even close to Spider-Man, and Spider-Man specifically 2 decades ago, why are we looking at Supergirl as a potential, it's going to double what Man of Steel or any other Superman film has done? Again, guys, the math does not math here. Which is going to bring me to the final part of this video where I'm going to talk about why everybody is so stupid. Okay, perhaps the tag of everyone is stupid down below is a little harsh, but I'm going to just be real with you guys. I think everybody's expectations are stupid and wild. We know that comic book films are not doing as good as they once did, right? We know that. The heyday was Avengers made this a water cooler moment. You had to watch everything, and it ended right around Endgame. Comic book films are still doing good, much better than many other films, but expectations need to be reset, and everybody needs to stop being stupid about expecting everything to be a $1 billion hit. That's just not a fact anymore. Again, don't worry, my Ask Armin $1 billion expectation video is coming, but this just blows my mind that we set these expectations so high and so far out of the realm of any actual reality that you can't possibly expect these films to live up to it. And then when a film does good, like Superman, which genuinely did good, it's a bomb. And you have other films now, like Supergirl, who have an expectation that's bigger than a film starring a more popular character. That would be like expecting a Daredevil film just because he's an MCU character and fanboys like him in his TV series to come out and make $700 million at the box office. But Daredevil can't even pull in 4 million viewers on Disney+. Like, what are we doing here and what are we looking at? All I ask of you is to set realistic expectations and ignore professional analysts and expectations, because many of these people don't even watch the product or know what it is. That's their job, to just throw out numbers and hopefully be right. I remember famously, one of the biggest, and I mean biggest, analysts of all time predicted that Grand Theft Auto 3 would be a bomb. How did that work out? And he's still in the industry today getting many things wrong. But he lives in his mansion, and he's an analyst, so he must be right. So I ask of you, please, my brother in Mephisto, please stop setting unrealistic expectations. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer it exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.